back with some amazing UFO sightings. Today I grabbed some from Jennan's channel. As you know, he has incredible compilations. The link below, check him out. I love these plasma UFOs, and I love that he added the one in the top right corner because it reminded me of the UFO we saw splitting into two. This sun UFO, the moon-sized triangle, I think it's super interesting. We've also seen UFOs on the outskirts of the sun, seemingly taking plasma. And I know someone mentioned that in the comments the other day, and I thought it was brilliant because the next video I was working on had this. But I definitely do think that they harness energy from the sun in the same way that they harness energy from volcanoes. I mean, if they can, as the person in the comments said, if they can go into volcanoes, what's to stop them from going onto the surface of the sun and taking some plasma or taking some energy? I think that the UFOs that are near the sun are some of the most advanced UAPs, UFOs, or technology in the galaxy. Because, I mean, come on, this is crazy. Anything else would be incinerated. Here is another tic-tac-shaped UFO. I love that they actually stabilized and zoom in on this one so that we can see exactly what's going on. This video is slowed down. It's actually moving a lot faster than it seems in the video. This is just for viewers to be able to experience it. This is supposedly two jets chasing a UFO. And I say supposedly because with a video like this, it is easy to add an artifact after the fact to make it look like it's happening. I'm not discrediting it. I'm just, keeping it, just considering it. This here, I love. It is from TikTok, which is not a credible source per se. But whatever they were seeing in the camera does seem to have an exhaust. So whether it's a UAP or not, I personally do feel that this would be one of ours because we tend to not see UFOs or UAPs that are, non-human intelligence, as they say. We don't usually see them with propulsion. This one I found interesting as well. Granted, just because when you zoom in, it does look like fire, which kind of goes back to my propulsion idea. But this could be plasma. This could be pure energy. Like this one, it's just very strange to me. The way that the light or the camera is trying to capture the light, and it literally can't. Like we're seeing that shape as a reflection of the sensor, but that pulsing was coming from that light source itself. Oh yeah, this... To be honest, I do see it, right? But it could be the angle that they're at, maybe from the bottom all the way on the right, where it looks like it came from the water, but maybe someone threw a ball up and the angle and trajectory makes it look like it flew above the plane. I mean, I want to believe it, but again, skeptical. This one I think is super cool. Usually our things in the sky, they don't emit this color, like a purplish light, but they also blink and have other lights for flights to, so planes don't crash in the sky. So I don't see any navigation lights or anything like that on that one. So I think it's very, very interesting. I love this. I don't know why. This is so weird to me. Especially because you have the other orbs around the craft itself. And there have been a few UAP videos that we've seen where you'll see either specks of light or zips, if you will, because it's zigzags and zips around what would be considered the main object. So I found it fascinating that Janet had found these and compiled them together. I absolutely love this version of the video. And this reminds me of what we just saw without that infrared lighting. However, look at it. It does look weird. This version could also be a cluster of balloons. I know that's weird, but it could be. That was shape-shifting. I love this video. It was a perfect sphere orb, and then it kind of broke and shifted, and it became this almost energetic. It almost looks like a light. I mean, you can't really see from that camera, but you could definitely see the change in the shade of that UFO. Oh, here we go again. We have some of these pooping UFOs. The one that we just saw in Brazil and this one here in USA reminds me of the other video. I believe it was Brazil. It might have been Argentina that we had posted on the channel where the UFO is coming down from the sky and you just see that bright light. This UFO in Ireland, again, could be a UFO. I always say with these spotlight looking UFOs, you never know. Always check the events in your area. This I did find very interesting. I don't like that the stabilization made it warp a little bit, so we couldn't get as much information. This is a UFO. Peru is seeing so many things. That's definitely a UFO to me, because what even is that shape? If a man-made, that was such a weird shape. I don't even feel like someone would fake that shape. They would fake a saucer or something. That was just weird. This interesting UFO, it looks very much like a pipe. I don't want to discredit this person, but the movement of the pipe across the sky while he was holding the camera didn't seem like the pipe was in the sky, and maybe an effect on the camera or added later. Here we have some more of these bright light UFOs. Again, this reminds me of that UFO in Argentina that we saw kind of hovering down, and the one that we just saw shooting out little alien pellets. I don't know if you guys have heard of Battle of the Mages. This was a big event, I remember, in 2020. I remember these videos coming out. I'm still not sure. I don't think that there was any, military training in Brazil, because people looked into it. They couldn't find any information like that. So we still don't know what these are. But the people in Brazil are still steadfast in calling them UFOs or extraterrestrials. They even caught what landed. Look, this right here, this sphere is apparently one of the UFOs that were shot down in Brazil in the Battle of the Mages. I don't know, it's very interesting and it blows my mind. And I would love to travel to Brazil just to ask questions and ask the normal civilians that would see this, ask what they think. We've covered this before on the channel. However, Janet actually, this is what I was talking about. Look how there's little orbs next to it. Janet, the reason I added this is because he actually added different UFOs over it in different areas so that we can see that this same or similar type of UFO is being seen all over the world. And it's not, this isn't the first one. Even when we saw it the first time, this isn't the first time I've seen something like this. I've definitely seen the one in the bottom right before. So I don't know what these are. We've talked about how some of them could be drones from extraterrestrial or non-human intelligence, and they're just surveying the area. How some of the technology that they're sending down here could just be probing. However, this, I feel that it is more than that. I feel that this is the one with the lights might be one of their main ships. And then we have some assistant fleet on each, those are big orbs on each side. And then the little ones swirling around might be probes or drones. But this is, wow, this blows my mind. And this could be done. Again, this one could be faked, but as mentioned in the beginning, this was reported on the news. This shut down airports in China. The Chinese government was all over it, reporting on it, trying to find out what the hell was going on. So this was a real event. Something wild happened in China. Look, this is a similar UFO in Australia. This was caught on surveillance cameras, and it blows my mind. I mean, this thing is lighting up. But the way that the light is shining, it makes me wonder, how thin is this object? Is it long and thin? I mean, relatively to its length, because if you look at the light casting down, it's obviously not super thin. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and smash that like and subscribe.